All right. Shalom to elective Israel, to the hope elected Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American, West Indian Haitians, and the foreign Israelites that are scattered across the four corners of the earth that look like the other nations. Got to give all praises to Barak, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi, Barak, Yahawah, Barak, Yahawashi. Got to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Wakah, Qadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone led me to this truth and have been ordained by the Lord to teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, and show forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, forgiveness, and wrath to all those who are a part of the elect and whom are part of the hopeful elect. Lord willing, we be part of that number. Lord willing, to be edifying to those who fear in the name of the Lord and striving to show forth the Lord's righteousness every day to the best of their abilities. His judgment always comes to light. Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 5, and it's not slack. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 9. So I want to do a correction. I think I did I know I did a video about a month ago over this scripture, and I didn't I didn't have the understanding correct. Okay, so this is becoming to correct myself because the Lord Yahawashi gave me he basically revealed the stumbling block to me, because everybody has their stumbling blocks. The Lord's going to sometimes put stumbling blocks in front of you to see if you're going to endure, and then he'll reveal them to you later. You know, especially people like me, because I went into the truth and, try to learn very fast, but it's just part of Sophia testing you. And really, when I did do this lesson, I did a lesson, I was thinking it was talking about actual money, but in a sense, it is actual money, because this wisdom, this truth is gold, it's precious gold, basically, you know. So I had like part of the understanding, but I want to come back and just put some reassurance on it because it relates back to Matthew chapter 25, talking about the five foolish versions and the five wise versions. You know, talking about how they um, filled their lamps with oil, which is the wisdom, you know. And it's crazy because there's other lessons that I have where I knew the oil meant wisdom, but right here it was like he had that stumbling block. That's how you know this is just kind of like, also a way to show we can't get none of this truth unless Yahawashi how Shai wants us to get it. It doesn't matter how hard you try. If Yahawashi how Shai doesn't want you to get it, you're not going to get it, you know? So it's very important to know that all the truth that you receive is straight from Yahawashi Shai. And he's first dealing with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone and the brothers on down, the members in GMS and then the followers. We follow after them, and the Lord blesses us for following them and aiding them to the best of our abilities, because those are our brothers. You want to aid the brotherhood. I've learned a lot in the last 7, 8 months, and I want to thank you, Yahawashi, for delivering me from myself and delivering me from this wicked ass world, with this truth. So, like I said, I want to read this real quick. Proverbs chapter 21, verse 20. There is a treasure to be desired and an oil in the dwelling of the wise, but the foolish man spendeth it up. And, I want to read it in the NLT just because, I haven't seen it, so I want to go see it. But it's basically talking about the wise. They don't take this wisdom and they don't apply it. So Satan comes and takes it, comes and takes it out of their mind, however that may be. Sometimes, it's different situations. So Proverbs 21:20. So let's do the NLT real quick. But it's talking about they spend up their oil because they're not, they're not they're not retaining it, and they're not looking at this truth as wealth. Okay? And this truth is wealth. So Proverbs chapter 21, verse 20 says, the wise have wealth and luxury. What's that? This is truth. It says, but fools spend whatever they get. See? They spend it up by what? Putting their lives, putting their wants in this world and putting their needs in earthly things instead of looking at, because we got a lot of our people, they look at this truth and they're like, well, what's that? That's nothing. And that's because the Lord put a stumbling block in front of them, because He doesn't want them to see that this is real currency right here. This is real. This is the you know like this is literally the gift of salvation, immortality, righteousness, rulership, and the words of Yahawashi, because He literally is the words. You know, so that's all I wanted to put out. Salakia for whoever came across that video and seen uh you know me make that mistake, whoever they may be. Lord willing, He brings you across this video and shows that I'm correcting myself and getting it in order. So Shalom to Elect Israel, and the Lord's getting me in order. So Shalom to Elect Israel, you know, and y'all stay prayed up out there, and wow, ball. Shalom.